Hello students, we were taking the topic transportation in animals. So let it continue. We have seen the first component of blood circulatory system, that was blood. We have seen the composition of that. Now the topic is blood clotting. When you had any injury, blood will ooze out from that wound, and after some time everything will be normalized. That bleeding will stop by the formation of a clot there. This process is called as blood clotting. Various chemical phenomena are going on here. What happens when blood is clot? The first step of blood clotting, whenever there is any injury, then platelets and injured tissue. Injured tissue and breaking platelets will release a specific substance known as thromboplastin. This one behaves like an enzyme for the next reaction in the presence of vitamin K and calcium. This one is responsible for the conversion of prothrombin into thrombin. Prothrombin is an inactive protein, blood protein, which is found in blood. With the help of thromboplastin, vitamin K and calcium ion, it is converted into an active form, which will again behave as an enzyme for the next reaction. Again in the presence of vitamin K and calcium ion. Thrombin is responsible for the conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin. This is again the inactive form of the protein which get converted into an active protein. This fibrin is insoluble in nature. At the injury site, this one forms a mesh-like structure where all the RBCs are anchored and thus a clot is formed. So what happens in blood clotting? Injured tissue and breaking platelet release thromboplastin, which will behave like an enzyme for the next reaction. This one is responsible for conversion of prothrombin into thrombin with the help of vitamin K and calcium ion. This thrombin will behave like an enzyme for the next reaction where fibrinogen is converted into fibrin. It's a fiber-like insoluble active protein which is responsible to form mesh at the injury site. Now in this mesh, RBCs are anchored and clot is formed. One more important point is there, after formation of clot, a sticky pale substance will ooze out from that. This is called as serum. Serum is what? It's blood minus RBC plus some specific proteins like fibrin, or I can write plasma minus fibrin. Now, second important point regarding blood is blood group. Blood groups are discovered by Landsteiner. We have four kind of blood group. These are A, B, AB and O. These names are given on the basis of antigen present at the surface of RBC. Blood group A has A antigen, B has B antigen. In the case of AB, blood group A and B, both kind of antigens are available. And in the case of O blood group, there is no antigen. Similarly, blood group have different kind of antibodies which are present in the blood plasma. A blood group person has antibody B, B has A antibody, AB blood group person has no antibodies, and O blood group person has A and B both kind of antibodies. Same kind of antigen and antibody can react together, and clumping of RBC is done. Antigen is known as agglutinogen and antibodies are called as agglutinin. Similar kind of antigen and antibody react, and as a result RBC gets stick together, and now they are not available to carry oxygen and CO2 in the blood. This phenomena is called as agglutination that leads to death. So during blood transfusion we have to check antigen and antibody or blood groups. In the case of blood transfusion, blood is donated from a healthy person to the patient. That healthy person is termed as donor and that patient is termed as receiver or recipient. So during this case we have to check blood group and match the compatibility. If blood groups are compatible, then you can supply blood from donor to receiver. According to this, O blood group is devoid of any antigen, that's why it is termed as universal donor. That means it can give blood to A, B, AB and O person. AB is called as universal recipient because it can receive blood from any blood group A, B, AB and O. So this is the table from which we can analyze the blood group person A. A can give blood to A and AB but can take blood from A and O. B can give blood to B and AB and can take blood from B and O. AB can give blood to AB only but can take blood from every blood group. O can supply blood to everyone but can take blood only from O blood group. So now you can analyze AB is the universal recipient while O is the universal donor. Beside these antigen, one more antigen is present at the surface of RBC. This is termed as RH factor. Here RH stands for rhesus monkey. This blood group was discovered by Landsteiner and Wiener. If RH antigen is present at RBC surface, then that is called as positive blood group. Or RH positive. And if this is absent at the surface of RBC, Then the blood group is called as Rh negative or negative blood group. In the world's population, 85% people are Rh positive and 15% are Rh negative. But in India, 93% people are Rh positive and 7% are Rh negative. So now the blood groups are called as A positive or A negative, B positive or B negative, AB positive or AB negative, O positive and O negative. So instead of 4, we have 8 blood group right now. In this case, O negative is called as universal donor and AB positive is called as universal recipient. Thank you everyone.